Tonight, Christina Carswell hosts an all-new episode of The Lounge. The following program may contain mature material some viewers may not find suitable. Viewer discretion is advised.
It's The Lounge with Christina Carswell. Tonight, Christina welcomes Alex, also known as Axel, from the channel Swathed, Sarah from the channel Lyra Kylaren, and Sean, a professional QA video game tester. And now, here's your host, Christina Carswell.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to The Lounge. You have me, Christina, along with Axel.
Yo.
Sarah.
Yo.
And Sean.
Hey.
Hey. So we're going to talk about professional gaming.
Woo!
Yeah.
It's not a sport.
It is a sport.
That's an e-sport, technically.
Yes. Well, I know I have the specific ones that I watch. So I watch the Heroes tournaments, I watch the League tournaments, and I watch the StarCraft tournaments, either Worlds or Nationals. But I want to know what you guys think about them and which ones you watch or partake in.
I used to be really into the Halo MLG scene way back when, back when I used to play Halo religiously.
Mm-hmm.
And I sort of fell out of it, but it was really fun to watch. Just, I don't know. I'm not sure what it is about watching people shoot each other in the face that is so fun, but it's fun.
Okay, so Halo had a competitive scene. Good to know.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's still around, but it was there.
The quote-unquote MLG scene has kind of tapered off. I mean, it's not as popular because every game that's usually released by a big developer that can back its own competitive scene, a la Valve with Dota and stuff like that. They don't need to go under the quote-unquote MLG banner. They'll just host their own tournaments, right? Riot really nailed the head with the whole League scene. I mean, there was Dota one small mini LAN tournaments, but nothing really big or that I can remember. I mean, personally, I watch as a 7-year League player. I still watch Worlds now and then, and I'll watch now that Riot has released the LCS, which it has 2 seasons in a year. I'll catch one every now and then when I can watch the stuff. I've got other things going on, so I can never catch it all the time. And I'm out of the scene myself that I don't really religiously have to watch every match. So, I'll catch teams that I like or just catch or I'll rewatch a VOD of a very highly discussed match and just watch the match and see what happened. As my current addiction of Overwatch is dictating my life, I've been really watching a lot of the Overwatch players.
Thank you, Blizzard.
It's the only other thing other than Hearthstone that I'll watch pro Blizzard stuff. I don't play StarCraft anymore, so I don't really watch a lot of the StarCraft tournaments because kind of a lot of tactics happen the same way over every game. Now people realize the optimal way to play Terran. Or it's become like chess where some person will do an opening move and
this is going to
you know exactly how the rest of their play style is going to go out. Yes, you'll get wild card games where shit'll just change or one pro player
watch for the cheese
or cheese strats. So Overwatch is brand new right now, so watching all the higher end pro players play is actually really interesting because sometimes I'll learn a new little trick that I might not have been able to pull off consistently, a certain jump or a certain little nook and cranny of a map that I've never realized that I can get to a little spot. That might be beneficial when I'm playing Soldier or, a spot that I can hide as Junkrat, if I can rock or mine jump to it. So, I'm always watching out for those kind of things. As someone who religiously plays Magic the Gathering, I actually watch a lot of the PTQs the GPs. A I'll watch a lot of the broadcasted GPs and broadcasted worlds and stuff like that. And to some extent, even though I don't play Hearthstone, I understand how the game works. So I'll watch Hearthstone because it's fine. I'll just throw it up on my other monitor, and just watch.
Yeah, Hearthstone's really easy to get. It's pretty much every other card game.
There's nuances and strategical differences with Hearthstone that I personally am not a fan of. So, and coming from like a 20-year Magic background, I'm so used to the way that Magic is that like mostly every other card game, if it doesn't even try and copy Magic's formula, I lose sight of it after a while.
We still need to have a Magic gaming night where we all just get together and play Magic. Like,
you guys need to build EDH decks, so.
I'll just show up just as a wizard,
EDH.
This isn't the right kind of Magic?
EDH. EDH is the one with the 100-card deck, right?
Yeah.
100-card deck, one card only per.
100-card singleton.
Yeah, okay.
Singleton. That's it.
No duplicates.
Except basic lands. That's fine.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
And
then there's a banned list. So I'll link it to you guys later. But while we're recording, still on topic.
Maybe we can do that for like a live one.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. Staying on topic. Kind of not derailing this topic.
Sorry.
Sentence. I've been a giant Counterstrike player since Counterstrike was like a mod for Half-Life. So, I still watch occasionally. I'll watch, Counter-Strike tournaments and stuff like that from anywhere from, LANs that are hosted at big events like DreamHack and stuff like that, to the actual, worlds. And I know the scene has died out, and I really wish it hadn't, but, Team Fortress 2 is actually very interesting to watch, and I was on a not world ranked or anything, but a slightly competitive team. So we would actually go to bigger LAN parties in the area, or have to drive to New York to go to the really big ones. But personally, as I've stopped playing Team Fortress 2 for Overwatch right now, that current habit has died out for me. Okay. So, in brief, Overwatch, League occasionally, Counter-Strike, and sometimes Hearthstone. Those are the ones I watch pro tournaments of.
I think the ones that I find most interesting is the fucking Heroes. The Heroes tournaments.
Oh, Heroes.
As someone
the other Blizzard.
Yeah, the Blizzard MOBA. I don't mind watching the Heroes one. Again, usually those ones I just put on for background noise if I do end up just watching them, because I never really got into Heroes myself. Again, 7 years of being on crack, the League of Legends crack that, I can't go into the Heroes of the Storm heroine.
Yeah, so, it's hard to get on Blizzard's dick for that if you've been a League fan for so long.
I'm not die-hard League. I play Dota. Dota's fun. I just preferred League because I like the characters, I like the environment, but League became so toxic and just kind of the same old shit every time that I just got bored of it.
It's 10 minutes in and we've lost the game. Yay!
Yeah, and I mean, the League community is known for being toxic, but, every game community has toxicity.
Oh, yeah. It just depends on how much there is.
Yeah, the one advantage Overwatch has is the fact that it's not free. So it kind of puts a bit of a paywall to most of the annoying people.
Yeah.
Not all.
I'd be really curious to see if there'd be... Is there still Call of Duty competitive going on?
Probably. With Infinite Warfare just coming out, there's probably going to be some sort of scene for that.
I wonder if Titanfall 2 would have something similar.
Because it was pretty big when it first came out, so...
Yeah,
Titanfall tanked though, didn't it?
No, Titanfall. The original Titanfall didn't. Both games have done really well from launch. It's just that Titanfall died out because it didn't have much in the way of retention capability. Because the original Titanfall was essentially just an experiment to see what they could do with the game, to see in the play style. Titanfall 2 is a lot more refined and a lot more.
This is what the final package looks like.
And to answer your question, yeah, MLG still exists, and they're actually hosting stuff for Infinite Warfare right now.
Wow. Are they hosting stuff for Titanfall too?
Right now, the current major stuff that people are hosting tournaments, it's NBA. There's an Overwatch tournament hosted by MLG. There's a Gears of War 4 tournament. Call of Duty. Going through the list, pretty much every sports game that's out there right now.
Yeah.
There's still some Mortal Kombat. They're still doing Halo. Halo's still being a thing. Splatoon. MLG seems to host. Splatoon? Well, yeah, Splatoon's eSports scene is actually really big.
Wow, really? I'm actually a little surprised about that.
Why do you think that? Well, no. Why do you think that Nintendo made it prominent in the Nintendo Switch reveal?
Oh, that makes so much sense now.
Because other than Smash, which runs its own independent stuff or is hosted by Evo, Splatoon never really had a home. So, so they're still running that. I mean, yeah, they actually run Dota and Hearthstone tournaments through MLG as well. But
the only esports that I don't understand are the esports of real sports.
Fantasy football?
No, where
sports games.
Sports Golf. Games. It's it's the same as watching actual sports, isn't it?
Not necessarily, because watching actual soccer, it's the FIFA games try to emulate it as much as possible, but they have their own nuances that you playing a game, right? I'm not that big of a fan of sports games. I would rather go out and play the sport, except golf. Golf is always boring.
Yeah, no matter what. I'd rather play a game than walk that.
I'd rather go out and kick a soccer ball than play a FIFA game. That being said, I would rather play a Forza Motorsport game than get behind the wheel of a supercar and just be I'd rather not die, thank you, because I don't know how to drive. I don't know how to drive a souped up Lamborghini, so I'll just go play Forza instead. But FIFA doesn't have any interest to me, because I'd rather go kick a soccer ball.
But let's be honest, the real reason why we play sports in video games is to either, we live for the glitches, the really horribly mutilated characters that do horrible things.
Or it's fantasy stuff.
Or it's fantasy stuff. Or, which this counts into fantasy stuff, which is we really just want to nail someone in the nads with a golf ball.
It's a true story. Brings me, Rocket League. Does Rocket League have its own,
Oh yeah, Rocket League still has a pretty decent following.
God, Rocket League is so hard to play. I would totally watch. You get so into that game, watching it or playing it. Whoever came up with that, kudos, bravo.
Yeah, I'm guilty.
God damn.
I think you're talking about me that night we were at the Blurry Pixel, aren't you?
Yeah, we were at the Blurry Pixel. We were playing Halo, and they were playing Rocket League on some of the other screens, and literally just turned around and be like, "That's more interesting than what we're doing."
I still haven't played Rocket League.
It is so much fun, but so hard.
Yeah.
But when you get good at it, you get good.
I think the next level though is autistic, just to get that extra level of skill.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Fuck, man.
Savantism, yeah.
Yeah.
But Rocket League is just one of those games where it's fun to watch and it's fun to play.
Yeah, it is actually kind of fun to watch. I've seen, I've watched Axel's stuff over on Swaft there. It was pretty entertaining.
Self-plug there.
Yeah, a little self-plug.
Little plug there.
Yeah.
Go watch Axel's channel on Swaft.
Yeah, we had that.
Not a plug, maybe a plug.
Maybe a plug, yeah. We totally had that last second goal. It was ridiculous. Yay.
Yeah. But even if you're shit at the game, you'll still have fun because of the ridiculous things. You can play hockey or basketball or just the regular soccer one. It's just so ridiculous and so much fun. Even if you suck and lose over and over and over again, you'll still get entertainment out of it. It's hard to do that with video games.
Yeah.
It's hard to get that feeling from a player.
Well, that's why they come up with new games all the time because they to try and keep their player base. Because if they just keep the same game all the time, it's just not going to last. Yeah,
I would definitely watch a tournament tournament style for Rocket League. That's something I'd be definitely interested in. I'd
Me
totally
too,
watch the
actually.
shit out of that. Are there any teams, like any well-known teams for Rocket League?
I'm just looking at like actually just going through MLG stuff. There might be other like promotions. I'm just looking through MLG. But like I mean like a quick Google search. Okay, so Rocket League has its own like series.
Yeah.
It's the Rocket League Championship Series. So that's like actually like managed, I think, by the devs of the game. And actually, yeah, so NRG has a team, Orbit has a team, Northern Gaming has a team. I mean, NRG they're a really big esports team. Like they have a Counterstrike team. I've seen their Overwatch team. I've seen their they had a League team at one point. I don't know if they've disbanded or rebranded. But yeah, no, there's apparently where's the largest one? So there's a Season 2 finals for the Rocket League are being held in a little bit, December 3rd and 4th.
Ooh, that's close.
Yeah, it's
What
happening
days
soon.
of the week are those?
That would be
3rd and 4th is a Thursday, Friday.
Saturday, Sunday, 2 weeks from now.
I work those days. I was gonna say we can make
Saturday,
it party.
Sunday, I was wrong.
But it's all day, right? So it's
yeah.
I don't know if they're going to be broadcasting it or not.
I hope that they're broadcasting
but it looks like a double elimination bracket. So that's pretty good.
Ooh, something I actually wanted to bring up was
Twitch has a lot of the Rocket League streamed. So yeah, you can just catch it on Twitch.
Something I wanted to bring up about Heroes, which I completely forgot about it in a moment, but they do this thing for their Worlds or their college league tournaments where you basically there's brackets and you can bet on who's going to win.
Oh yeah, well with any sort of competitive sport or anything, there's always going to be betting and gambling. And I mean, like
but here's the thing: is they give you in-game stuff for choosing your brackets.
So like Counterstrike Go.
Kinda, like they give you like special skins or something like that, like in the game. So it encourages the player base to participate in their tournaments. Like even just watching and like trying to pick who's going to win which bracket.
I just imagine that blowing up, like what happened with Go. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, because I mean, like the entire thing with Counter-Strike Go and it's like a legal betting system is because it wasn't like they were using in-game items as the currency, but then that itself became value. So it was just like there were like arbitrary digital knives that were going for like thousands of real dollars.
Yep.
Yeah, no, this is like a profile picture or something like that. It's like something that you can't trade.
Exactly. That's because Heroes doesn't have like an inventory to trade.
Yeah.
Right? This was all hand in hand with the Steam inventory and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
So you ended up with, this weird market and all that stuff and people trying to get like a digital knife that's worth like $3,000 for some stupid reason.
Yeah, don't really understand that.
Yeah.
Well, I thought I'd bring that up because I haven't seen any other game kind of initiate that, where it's just like, oh, here, participate, and choose your brackets and see who's going to win, and we'll give you like this little in-game goodie that's only for like EPing.
I think League might have done that like ages ago. I can't fully remember, where it's like if you logged onto the website where they had all the brackets, and then they had like a fantasy LOL drafting. I think it's still up now because like League of Legends is gonna go pretty much forever.
Yeah, pretty much.
So they used to have it where if you did that, it would tie it into your account and you got like a special profile icon. Yeah, I think like League's done that as well. Or you got a skin, like an in-game skin. But like
I know, like League, like you log on certain points in time, like during the Christmas season, you log on like this day at this time, you get a special like avatar and
seasonal events and stuff like that. Yeah. So
I like that about League.
Yeah, I mean Overwatch is starting to do it too. So
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
with,
there was
like,
a
the
Halloween
summer
thing, wasn't it?
Well, with the summer games with the Olympics, and then now Halloween, and people are thinking that there's going to be a Christmas one. So when Christmas rolls around, you get added stuff on the loot boxes that are only available that time of year.
That's really cool.
But the problem with that I realize is that there's going to be a lot of skins that a lot of people can't get at that time, because like for a player like me, where during the Halloween stuff, even though I did play a lot, I pulled nothing out of all my loot boxes, and I didn't even get
just luck.
There's that, and then people are like, "Well, use the currency to buy the skin that you want." It's like, okay, well, instead of making it 1,000 currency like they did every other legendary skin in the game, suddenly they're 3,000.
Yeah, so that was
They were higher quality. I get it.
No, the reason why they did it, it's not about the quality. What they did is they took the values and tripled it, right? So that was to just try and keep the rarity of the item up. That's all it was.
Yeah, and just get people into playing.
How does the cost of it affect the rarity? Is what I'm saying. Is if they're already making it a legendary drop as any other legendary skin in the game, the value of the thing actually bears little difference on the drop rate.
I feel arbitrary.
It's probably something to do with just trying to motivate people to play the game more rather than having to pay all this extra money or all this extra credit or whatever for this new skin. All they have to do is play a bunch of games and hopefully get it by luck of the draw.
Trying to get traffic in the gameplay.
Oh,
Pretty
yeah,
much.
it's that. It's also that it's money for them with the loot boxes because people spend money on it.
Yeah.
Like right now, I have almost 3,000 credits sitting around, right? So the next event that comes up, if each of the legendaries were only worth about 1,000, but you'd be able to get like 3 immediately.
That's fine though, because you have the currency to pay for it. What I'm saying is your comment about the value increases the drop rate. There are people who got all 3 skins in one box.
Well, no.
They got Witch Mercy, they got the Junkrat skin, and they got the
they got stupid lucky. RNGesus was on their side that
and
day.
all I get is goddamn sprays.
Yeah.
RNGesus for the win.
I'm so sorry, Sean.
Like, all I get is fucking sprays. So...
It's literally just a money grab. They want more people to pay.
I would have loved to get the Junkrat skin, but I didn't get it. So now I can't ever get it again. I really hope
until next Halloween.
But who's to say they're going to make them available next Halloween? They might come out with another batch of skins, and they'll forever be legacy skins.
Yeah, it could be like League, where they retire them.
No, but League does the good thing, and occasionally they'll bring back, like, at an anniversary event, or sometimes even Christmas, they'll do legacy boxes. They'll do legacy drops.
Who's to say that Overwatch won't do the same thing?
I'm hoping
it is their first year.
I'm hoping they do.
Yeah, they might bring it back if there's enough. That would be me because my phone is going off. Alright, so that's all the time we have for today. So be sure to follow us on all social media at TOONDISE on Facebook and with the hashtag ToonLounge on Twitter. And if you're a fan of TOONDISE, make sure to support us on Patreon at patreon.com/ToonDice. And on behalf of Axel, Sean, Sarah, and myself, Christina, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time right here on Lounge.
Bye!
Bye-bye!